This video took a lot longer to put out than I thought it would. Like 2 weeks ago now, when I'm recording this, when I actually shot the match to when I'm actually doing this recording, just because I kept putting it off, and I would go to work and then come back and then sleep. But that's neither here nor there. That's me complaining. This match, I actually didn't put too much effort into the LARP. I wasn't even settled on what gun I was gonna bring until like the day before. I said, you know what? I have this little commando that I made, and I haven't shot at a match yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But what could I do with it? And what I settled on was kind of what you would see in some early pictures of Navy SEALs in Vietnam, where they would be wearing blue jeans. I didn't have any tiger stripes, so I just wore the normal jungle fatigue shirt and some Alice gear on top of that. And of course, I'm shooting the 1911, which led to a whole bunch of reloads. That's really what held my score back more than anything. It's just, well, also the fact that I was shooting iron sights everything while everyone else had gamer guns. But again, just me complaining. This match typically also has just a lot of pistol shooting, which when you have 45 auto that's giving you hammer bite constantly and only 7-round mags, is not a recipe for success. Although I didn't miss a whole ton. My pistol shooting was pretty on point, but when you have a scheduled malfunction every 7 rounds, that's going to hold you back no matter what. And coincidentally, I'm using 1956 pouches for magazines, both my rifle and pistol, and they're the perfect size for 1911 mags, which is pretty convenient. It means I don't need any more pouches on the belt. There's not a whole lot of space for them between those pouches, the canteens, the bayonet. And I did need those canteens that day. But getting back to the commando, did a lot better than I thought it would. I was kind of worried about doing pistol spinners in the long range, or pistol spinners, rifle spinners. But at most distances, I was able to get hits with it, except on the rifle range. That's the only place where I really struggled, and you'll see. But even on the rifle spinner, it put it over really quick. I was surprised. Granted, I was doing top and bottom to make sure that I got it over, and I was able to do that easier than I thought it would. The stages that I'm on now, that you see, is the only one that I had any substantial hiccup with the rifle, because you have to shoot through these slats in kind of an opposition, and at one point I accidentally put the safety on, and it took me a while to realize that, yeah, in this position you'll see me look at the ejection port and then I don't shoot for a bit. It's not because I'm trying to get a sight picture, it's because I don't realize that the safety is on. It takes me a second to figure that out and disengage it. The rifle stage also gave me a bit of trouble because, again, I'm shooting a carbine length sight radius with iron sights at targets that are very small and very hard to see. That was what really threw me more than anything, is that at Topton, the targets at 200 are so small, if I'm shooting iron sights, I really just can't see them. They're that small. And granted, I'm wearing glasses, so my eyesight isn't the best anyway, but that's a little bit annoying when you have targets out there that, unless you're using a magnified optic, you really have a hard time seeing them. And if you can't see them, it's very difficult to engage them, sometimes impossible. What I was basically doing was just looking at where I thought the strap was and where I thought it ended, and trying to get hits that way, which didn't always work. It took me anywhere from like 7 to 9 shots to actually get a hit on most of them. One of them I ended up just leaving behind because I threw a bunch of shots on it, couldn't hit it, and I wasn't going to waste any more time, but I really just didn't want to par out. And that's just something that happens. It's something I've come to expect from Topton. They expect a different kind of person to show up, and that kind of person is not me. And I just come to accept that because it's one of the few matches that's actually around me that gets put on regularly, so that's the one that I choose to go to. And any kind of struggles I have from LARPing, I just kind of deal with. And when another match comes up that is more friendly to what I like to do and I think is more fun, I typically go to that, like the CNR match, which I'm about to put the video up for soon. But that's really all I had to say about this match. Like I said, it was a pretty typical Topton match. You shoot rifle and you shoot an absolute buttload of pistol, and that just kind of is what it is. I was very pleased with the way the commando performed. I'm going to be shooting that more whenever I can, and wherever I can take it to a match. It's just really nice to have such a small gun that doesn't weigh a whole lot, doesn't get in the way, but is still pretty capable. I have a carry handle scope that I might try mounting on it, although the eye box is in a kind of inconvenient place, especially since I have a 2-position stock on it. So we'll see. I'll play around with that a bit, see what I come up with. And with that, I think I'll just let the rest of this footage roll. So, later.
Stand by. Another mag is different ammo though. I might run up there and stuff another mag Are you ready? I'm ready. Stand by.
Low.